this time, we'd like to welcome third-seeded Denver head coach George Gwozdecki, senior goaltender Yuho Okinora, senior defenseman Paul Phillips, and senior forward Chris Knowlton. Denver, which was just defeated by second-seeded New Hampshire 5-2, wraps up its season at 20-14-5. Pioneers are now 27-20 and 24 appearances in the NCAA tournament. Coach, if you'd like to start us off with some general comments.
First of all, I want to congratulate the University of New Hampshire and Dick Umili. They played a good game. I don't think, probably Dick would agree with me that I don't think it was as artistic as perhaps either coach would have liked, but certainly they were opportunistic, and we ran into some penalty problems, which has been an issue for us throughout most of the season, and they took advantage of it, especially in the second period, scoring two big power play goals, and I thought we played pretty well the first 30 minutes of the game, and dictated what we wanted to do, and then all of a sudden, their power play, turned the game around dramatically for them. So I want to congratulate them. They did a terrific job.
Thanks, Coach. We'll open it up to questions for the student athletes.
Adrian Dater from Denver Post. Yuho, can you talk about that tying goal? You just made a big save, and Tabram broke his stick, and it looked like he might have been screened on the shot by Van Riemsdyk. Were you screened on it?
I can't remember which goal it was. Sorry.
Tied it up, kind of a wrist shot from the point.
Tip from Quentin.
2-2.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, they had a good power play, and good power play score goals these kinds of games, and I don't know. I wish I had a couple back. That one for sure. Just because our seniors and our leaders really deserved something else today, but you can't win every game, so.
More questions for the student athletes.
Chris, you guys got off to a great offensive start. Then the penalties seemed to slow you down a little bit as a team. Is that how you saw it as well?
Yeah, that's pretty much how I saw it. I mean, when we were 5-on-5, you could see it the first 30 minutes. We controlled the play. We were in their zone. We were getting chances, and it seemed like they didn't really have an answer for us. And then we took some penalties, and they were able to score 2 on the power play, and that completely changed the momentum of the game. I think had we been able to stay 5-on-5, I think the outcome would have been different for sure.
And Paul, Nick Shore getting tossed after first minute, tough to overcome that, although you did kill that penalty. Were you guys optimistic when you did kill that you could do something?
Yeah, losing Nick like that, he's obviously one of our go-to guys. He's a great player for us. He has been all year. It was a big kill for us. It really was. I thought we responded really well to that adversity, but I think they got another one shortly thereafter. It's just kind of how the game goes sometimes. It was I liked how our guys killed that off. It could have been easy to lay over, especially the way their power play was doing. But we stuck together and we killed it off. So it was good to see, but it was still tough when they got the next one.
Any more questions for the student athletes? All right, thank you. Three are free to go. Questions for Coach Gwozdecki.
Josh Seaman, College Hockey News. Yesterday you were talking about getting balance on defense. Do you feel as though you were able to do that tonight, or do you feel as though you weren't able to do that?
Well, I thought that the way we were playing and as referred to it yesterday, the balance that we had in our attack, we were able to generate some chances. Early in the game, which was a good thing, which was what we were looking for. Certainly, as we've said a couple times here, the game tilted when, we started taking some of those penalties in the second period. Their power play did a terrific job. I mean, the power play opportunities we got, we didn't do a real good job, and they obviously took advantage of their job. Special teams is always important in either giving you momentum or sealing the game, and theirs did. They did a very good job.
George, Tabram, you had to clear. It looked like he was going to clear the puck, and you killed that off. Tabram breaks his stick, made it a 5-on-3 essentially. Geez, when that happened, did you feel like, geez,
Well, there are a lot of plays that led up to that. I mean, we had a couple of opportunities to be able to clear the puck out of the zone before that, and certainly, sticks breaking are part of the game. I think they broke a stick when they had an opportunity to be able to tee one up from the ladies' tees earlier in the game. So, those things balance themselves out. But, as I told our team in the locker room after the game, it's been a roller coaster year for us. Just kind of like this game was, where we play it very well at times, and at times we really struggle. And but I'm proud of them. This team was very unique. I'm proud of them. I thought our captains and our seniors did a terrific job, and they can hold their head up representing the jersey very well and our university very well.
And one last one, George. How did the penalty on shore? How did you see it?
I didn't see it. I know that there was no call on the ice by the referees, but as they conferred at the stoppage of play when the young man was down, they conferred with the linesman, and the linesman was the one who called the penalty.
Scott McLaughlin, College Hockey News. It had been a physical game from the start. There had been some stuff after the whistle, but there weren't too many penalties. When you started taking those penalties, do you feel like your team just got too caught up in the emotions, or was it something else?
Well, I think something else was their power play. I mean, you can take as many penalties as you want, and you can build momentum off those penalty kills if you can get through them. And certainly in the second period, we were not able to successfully get through them. So that was a big momentum boost for them. And certainly when you're playing in a very pro UNH building, the crowd's going to get into it, and that certainly helped them. But we've been a victim of our own stick penalty issues throughout the year, and kind of unique for our team, but that's something that we got better at in the last month of the season, and yet it certainly snuck back into our problems today. Back there.
Thank you, George. Michael Vega, Boston Globe. I know not to belabor the point, but when they get a 5-on-3 and you're unable to convert on that, how tough was it to recover from that lost opportunity?
Yeah, we had some good looks there. We had one good look. I still, from the angle that I was standing on our bench, the shot that was Chris Knowlton had a terrific chance, and I saw it going into the top corner, and all of a sudden, I don't know whether he made the save, whether it hit the crossbar, but it looked like it was going in. I mean, certainly that is an opportunity for us to get back in the game. Again, our power play, I don't know what we were, but we didn't score throughout the game on our power play, including the 5-on-3. They're scored twice. That's a huge swing in their favor, and to their credit, they're moving on in a big way because of their special teams.
Any further questions for Coach Gwozdecki? Thank you, Coach.
Okay.
If anyone has individual media requests for Denver outside of this room, they can direct those to Randy Press. We'll get started here with second-seeded New Hampshire momentarily.